Hi everyone. So this week I was overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed, and I felt like I, first of all, have so many tasks and I have so many ideas that just keep on popping no matter how many tasks I already have. And the thing that annoyed me the most is that many of my ideas quickly, I start moving them forward and then they become tasks thrown at me from all sorts of directions. So I wanted to share with you what I'm doing when I'm overwhelmed in the hope that it may help someone. So what I have here is, first of all, my Mac open on my Next Actions July page on Notion. And then I've got this, my notebooks, my schedules, my Gantt, my stuff. And I'll just walk you through what I'm doing and let's see how to deal with this mess that's called overwhelm. So first of all, I have my this is my daily tasks page, and every day I write only 3 tasks. That's the most I can manage. So 3 tasks, and then this is going to be on the third part, and then on the bottom part I'm going to ask myself 5 questions that I ask every day, stuff like what am I grateful for, what have I learned, what I can improve, and stuff like that. So this thing, I'm going to put it on the side because right now I'm not doing anything with it, but I'm going to go back to it in a while. And then I have my regular notebook that I also pulled out right now. This notebook has mess pages on it. So if you're not familiar with my concept of mess page, it's just a page with a header that says mess page and the date. And this is always by me when I'm working on my Mac, and I just write everything, every idea that pops up, every task, something that will keep me focused on what I'm doing. I don't have to get out of my screen or something. I can just quickly write it down here. But mess pages have to be processed later. So this is why I have it here, so I can process it right now. And then I also have my previous notebook, the one before this one, and I know that I've got some references here from some courses and trainings I've done and some consulting calls that are important for me, and I want to grab what I learned and some notes from these sessions. And I also remember that there are some mess pages that are still with nice ideas that maybe I want to process as well. So I have this thing as well. Then I've got my Arvrit Instagram and social media planning, monthly planning. And the way I'm doing it is it really helps me to plan out the month. As you can see, I haven't planned July yet. But what I'm doing is, and I find it really important to have a place to throw down ideas. So this is not digital intentionally. I put it on the cabinet right near where I work, and whenever I have an idea or something I want to share, I just write it here on the top. And then it's kind of easy to distribute it with the dates. So recently I started also doing that for my own, my personal Instagram, because I felt like I've got many processes and things I'm going through, many new projects that I want to share, and some publications that I've been featured in. So I also have one for my personal one with the list of notes, and then I'm just, slotting whenever I want to say something. So I've got these, and these are going to help me because I know that in my mess pages, I've got a bunch of ideas that I haven't written here. So after this, another thing I have is this is my monthly or quarterly planning and review notebook. So we're at the beginning of July, and perhaps this is the reason I was feeling so overwhelmed, because I remembered I had 3 tasks and I know that I only managed to get 1 done. So this is basically for me to remind myself what were my tasks and see how I moved along, how I felt with it. These pages that I'm doing a summary every day, I have one question that is how I felt today. And this is really helpful when I'm planning and reviewing the month that just went by, seeing how I really felt. But maybe that's for another video. What I want to focus right now is usually when I have these and writing on them what I learned or what I need to improve, normally I can get out some projects and tasks that I've done. And this is really going to help me when I'm planning July to see, spread out the projects I have, spread out everything, and see which things I'm going to choose to work on during July and which things I'm going to put in my someday maybe list. And we'll get to that maybe at a different stage. Where else am I picking stuff from right now when I'm focusing on just sorting everything and calming the overwhelm? I'm going to go through some of the open tabs on my phone where I normally save stuff and open stuff to read later. I'm going to go through my list on Notion, which is to process list, where I just throw out more ideas, more references, more things I want to look at later. I'm going to close up all of my tabs, which are, I think at this stage, are maybe 60 or 70 open. Most of them don't need to be open, but I just didn't have a place to put them in. So I'm just going to spend some time doing that. I'm also going to go through my WhatsApps, the ones that are unread. I have maybe more than a dozen of these that I haven't replied to, and these things are causing the overwhelm. It's really easy for me to feel this right here, and at this stage also in my throat. So I'm going to put all my tasks for today, just put them aside, and going to work only on figuring out what's going on, figuring out which tasks I actually have to do, which tasks I don't have to do right now. Just figure out everything, and then I'll be definitely more relaxed, definitely less overwhelmed, and I'll be ready to move forward with what's needed and just leave behind what I don't need. So let me know if this was helpful for you, and I hope that together we can all deal with overwhelm, until next month when it will come again, and then we just do this review all over again. Bye bye.